God. I just glanced at this review. It kind of reminded me what it was. Yeah, is a messed up one. 1 star all the way. Welcome back, YouTube, and thank you for tuning into the Believe in Yourself channel, man. And this series is going to be a good one, man. I think you guys really going to enjoy this. I'm going to read all of my TURO guest reviews, man. So you guys, well, I'm not going to read all of them. I'm going to read all the 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, and 1-star reviews that I've gotten over the past year. It's not that many. Out of all of my trips, 20% of the people on the trips, they do not leave a review. 70% of the people, I get 5-star reviews. So 10% give me between 4 and 1 star. So I'm going to be reading those reviews and telling you my reaction to them, because I probably remember them. They're so far few between. But I want you guys to understand what you may face when you get into this TURO platform, man. So tune in, man, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Welcome back, man. It's your boy Kev B. I am back. Oh God! I just glanced at this review. It kind of reminded me what it was. Yeah, this one is a messed up one. 1 star all the way. Yeah, let's just get right into it, man. The car is horrible. He needs to get it checked, fixed, and everything else. The belt and the car tick, the car rev high, the car overheated on a 2-hour drive. I will not come back until he gets his car fixed. God dang. Man, I don't even know what to say to that. That right there. Yo, it's really nothing I can say other than, and that was a review for the Jeep. That was a 1-star review. 1-star review. And to be quite honest with you, after that review, man, I took the car off the platform for a little while, because if you go back a few couple of weeks, I got a 2-star, I got a 2-star, and I got a 1-star. It was like back to back to back, just problems that I was having. And I personally started to get frustrated, because it's like, yo, I'm taking this car to the mechanic and telling him the problems, but yo, why is this happening? And last week's episode, I told you guys that I replaced the fan, but now I remember I didn't replace the fan after last week's episode. I mean, after that trip that I spoke on last week's episode. You can go back and watch that video, to where the lady gave me all the compliments in the world, and but she said that it wasn't a reflection of me, it was just the problem with the car. And she mentioned about a few things that, I'm sorry, I just got distracted. I'm watching this car right now just drive through this, the railroad things, and they just drove right through it like nothing. That was kind of, I never saw that done before, but I guess they knew no train was coming. But so last week I said, we made sure I took it to the mechanic, and what we really fixed was the ticking noises. At that particular moment, that was the main issue, we didn't really find anything else. He fixed all of that. So the ticking, no, that was 2 episodes ago. So we fixed the ticking, but it was the one with the ball bearings. That's what it was, ball bearings. And there's so many trips, so many things, they kind of, I'm trying to get my thoughts, in order. So first it was the ticking issue. Now this one was the ball bearing issue, and that was what she was having problems with, was just the tire and getting that fixed. So I was able to communicate that with her. obviously this guy had a horrible experience with the vehicle. And after he had this experience, man, I really was just like almost pretty much done with the Jeep. I almost like just washed my hands with it. It was like, I just got to start over, get me another car. Like, I can't allow this car. And that was the review that dropped me out of being an all-star host. It was just a build-up, a 2-star, then a 1-star, and I was out of all-star host after that. So it really messed. Now I'm on the road back to it. As I told you, like we recently got the car, got it re-looked at, refixed. Past 4 trips, 4 5-stars, all for the Jeep. Other 5 stars, but particularly the Jeep. But this one right here is what really put me over the edge and thought like, yo, I was ready to just throw my hands up. Like, what am I doing? I'm not a mechanic. I take it to my mechanic and he, you know what I'm saying, what's going on? So after this last time, it was when we found out that the fan needed to be replaced. You know, because he was fixing everything that we could find. You know, the ticking to the ball bearing to, you know, just minor issues that it had. You know, he had to fix, servicing, oil change, tune-ups, all of that stuff. So I'm like, man, at this point, man, is this car even worth it? That's what I'm thinking in my mind. Because it's like, dang, I keep fixing this car up, keep doing a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there, and people still complaining about it. Like, what am I doing so bad? Like, maybe this is just not a good car for TURO. Maybe it's just not. And I'm just saying this. I want to make sure I let you guys know my mind state. So I took the car off the platform after this review. I took it off the platform for, I would say, a month and a half. So I wasn't getting income from this car for a month and a half. It was just sitting. I was trying to sell it, and I kept getting so many lowball offers. And so eventually, you know, because I know I got it fixed again, I said, man, the car's sitting here not making no money for me, so let me throw it back on the platform. And that's what I did. And since I've thrown it back on the platform, I've gotten nothing but 4-star reviews for the Jeep. So it's back up and running. I believe the issue that this particular renter had was what the final issue that we had to get corrected with this vehicle. It was a used vehicle. Like I said, so sometimes you're gonna have problems when you got used vehicles. This was this was the most problematic car that I've had so far on the platform. And it's still making me money, you know. You know, like I said, still going out, still making money. This guy had a horrible experience with the vehicle, and I feel horrible about it because it's like you attempt to fix the issues that people talk about or they say, and comes back and then has another issue. And then you try to fix that issue, and then it has another issue. Then you try to fix that issue, and then it has another issue. So when you're not buying vehicles that are like damn near brand new, high mileage, that's the risk. That's the risk that you take, you know. In investing or anything, just in life in general, there's always a risk, or there's risks associated to getting things done. You know what I'm saying? There's risks associated with trying something like TURO and doing it with buying a car outright. You know, is your car going to be well maintained? Is your car going to be able to be used, you know, to its maximum potential without it being a burden on you financially? Because that's not what you bought the car for. I didn't buy the car for it to be a lemon. I bought the car for it to make money for me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a tough experience. And after that month and a half, this is where I got my mindset right, and I just realized, like, the type of cars that I use, there's gonna be inherent problems that I'm just gonna have to get over the hump with. It doesn't make me a bad host, you know? Like the video that I did before this, it doesn't make me a bad host. It just means I need to work hard and just be diligent to continue to press forward and fix the problems that arise. I did that, and I'll continue to do that. It paid off. I shouldn't have taken it off the platform for another almost 2 months because obviously the car's problem was fixed then. It's just, I took it, God damn, man. I took it off. This guy almost ran me off the road. I'm sorry. Like, Jesus Christ, there's lanes, and I'm right here, and this guy damn near ran me off the road. Oh, my goodness. South Florida drivers, man. You never know. But, man, he looks like, I don't want to say it. I don't want to offend anybody, but he just looks like he shouldn't be driving. But, yeah, so obviously I got it fixed, so I wasted almost 6 to 8 weeks going back and forth in my head, like, should I put it back? Should I not? Should I put it back? That's 6 to 8 weeks of money, which for me, I want each car to make at least on average $150. So if that's 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, that's approximately 2 weeks is 300, 6 weeks is 600, 8 weeks would be $900. That's approximately $1,000 that I missed out on because I didn't put the car right back on the platform after I got it fixed again because of the fear of getting more bad reviews. Because I had just lost, after that this last 1-star, I just lost my all-star host rating. So now I got to work back to getting there. So I explained how the ratings work on a previous video, but it's going to take at least a couple quarters of ratings, reviews, before I'm able to get back into that status. But I'll get back there. But you just can't allow reviews like this one to discourage you. It's going to happen, man. Especially if you're using cars that are used and a little bit and are higher in the mileage. Things are going to happen. But as a host, you have to stay steadfast, focus on the goal, which is to make money, you know, and whatever you're making that money for, keep that top of mind. Don't allow yourself to get too bogged down and too mentally involved in the bad review cycle. When I say bad review cycle, you get a bad review, you start to feel like there's nothing you can do right, you're messing up, you're going to fail as a TURO host, and then you start thinking negatively, and it allowed me to take the car off the platform and try to sell it. Wasn't able to sell it. It just took me down a bad cycle, and I don't want that for you guys. I want you guys to have an experience that you get into it, you know what to expect, so when these things come, you know how to stay level-headed, you practice your patience, and you keep pressing forward. You find you a good mechanic, you work with him, you talk to him, you let him know the reviews, you don't try to hide anything, don't cut any corners, you do the best you can do every time, and you let the chips fall where they may. And I can guarantee you guys that if you do that, you will be an all-star and a power host. You will be able to overcome the rejections or the objections to having bad reviews, and you will press forward and rock out in this thing, man, that we call TURO. So expect it, man. I got a 1-star review. There's a few more 1-star reviews that I'm going to read. I think I got 2 more to go through in this series before I bring it to an end. But, man, this 1-star right here, I can definitely say and just speak from my own experience. It made me question whether or not I wanted to keep moving forward with this. I took it personally. You know, I really took it personally, like a personal attack. I felt as though this guy just thought like I was just the worst host ever, and it really made me second guess myself and second guess why I was doing TURO and why I was even on a platform in the first place. And that's not a cool place to be. That's why I wanted to make sure that I got on here and I started to spread the knowledge of how this thing works, man, and not a bunch of, oh, you can make money tomorrow and all this other stuff, but I wanted to give you the good, bad, and the ugly so that when you do join the platform, you know exactly what you're getting into and how to handle these things that come, because they're going to come. It's going to happen. Even if you're using brand new cars, wear and tear happens, man. Your cars break down. Things happen outside of your control, and you just have to make sure that you do your due diligence and your part to make sure that you can stay mentally engaged and not allow yourself to become distracted by, this was a distraction for me that cost me potentially $1,000. I don't get that money back or that time back. So you want to make sure that you don't allow yourself to make that same bad mistake. Take the review, look at it, assess it. What do I need to improve? Improve that and move on to the next rental. That's it. If there's anything you got from this video, that's what I wanted you to get. Assess, implement the changes, and move forward so that you don't miss out on a couple $1,000s like I did. Once again, man, I'm your host, Kev B. This is the Believe in Yourself Network. Comment, share, subscribe. Hit me down below, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. As long as you believe you can't make it, you won't make it. If you believe that you can do it, you will do it.